So I used to lead a prayer set here at 6 in the morning, and I would drive from Hammond, and on the way, I was asking the Lord, how do I get more women involved in prayer? Because this is not ideal, 6 a.m., okay? And so it was like all of a sudden I saw the flash, I saw it, and it was social media back then, like nothing like that's happening now, like is normal, like that wasn't happening on social media. Prayer and discipleship, none of that was happening that I had seen. And he said, and I was like, I don't even post, like hardly anything on Instagram. Like I don't even do it. And so I told him, I was like, look, if we're doing this, I need a name, and it cannot be Women's Prayer, Jesus, at 12 noon, because I'd seen everything they said. So Beth Babbitt and I went to a conference, and I really wasn't excited about being there. It was a women's conference. And because it's the truth. I was like, it might be boring. But I was there, and I knew, because Heidi Baker was going to be there, so I was like, I'm here to see Heidi Baker, and it's going to be great. I knew the worship would be good, but I just didn't know what to expect, and I was so tired. I looked at Beth Babin, and I was like, I could really go back to the hotel, which, if y'all know me, that's not me. I'm like up at 3 in the morning, first person in line, sprinting to the front, all day long, like in the presence of God. So it was so weird that I was just kind of like, I don't know, probably because it was a women's conference and I was like judgy or something, like it's probably going to be boring and froofy, Jesus got me, okay? It was not boring or froofy. It was swirled up. And so the minute worship started, it was like literally I got taken up. It had never happened before. It was like I was caught up. My ears opened, and I could hear, like the sound changed, and I could hear what God was hearing. And it was amazing. Like, you can't even describe it. It was like, whoa. And then I could feel it. I could feel what he was feeling when women's voices were unified and worshiping together. And I was literally like, I was on this side, the stage was there, and it so was like, what is happening? So I opened my eyes to see if, like, is this happening across the thing? Like, what is going on? Whoa. I look, and there's pink incense filling the whole room. And I thought, is there such thing as pink incense? Like, what am I seeing? And so it was like everything. It was like light bulbs. Ow. Pink incense. You're calling women to prayer. I didn't know priest. Now I do. You get way more. You're like, oh, this was such a good idea. Now I see everything that you were doing, because I'm pretty clueless. The minute he tells me to do something, I'm like, I just do it. I'm like, well, okay, we're just going to go for it. Who knows what this is? We'll find out later, And so I sat down and I thought, there's got to be a reason pink and not just because female. And it literally was saying the color pink is for passion for Jesus. Like, it shows the passion, but it was for priesthood, which it still, I was like, because of the sacrifice, when it would splatter on their garment, it would be pink. The blood would turn pink. And so now I'm like, oh, you said this way back then? Because I'm just thinking intercession, prayer, house of prayer, I know what you want to build. But now it's the identity, right? Our eternal identity, this is who we are. And so when you finally understand that it's not just like, oh, I get to go to a prayer meeting, but that you're actually, I have come to fulfill what I was born for. I step in and I partner with him, and now my voice moves angels and demons. I minister to God. And y'all, when I think about that now, when I think about that he has made us a kingdom of priests forever and in eternity, that I was actually feeling what he feels when we minister to him. And it was so moving. And that when you understand who you are and your voice joins with other women's voices, not in competition, not in intimidation, but actually like, I can hear him and I can sing to him and I can move his heart. His throne comes down, and now in a whole region, authority takes over, and I didn't have to do anything but love on him. Now the throne comes down and his house gets established, meaning you get put on a firm foundation, and now the authority, because that's what a house of prayer is, right? Jesus said, my house shall be a house of prayer for all nations. He flips tables and he's like, y'all made it something else. It's not just like, oh, it's because when you actually understand what he's doing, bringing restoration to his house, that you are the government. You carry the authority and the government. You're not just like, just a little intercessor. And, I like to sit and listen to Jesus. Fluffy, fluffy. It's that you actually are the government of God, and you begin to take on his mantle. And when you say it, now he gets to do it. When you say, I agree with you, that's what your word said. Your word said that if they cross the boundary line, if the enemy crosses the boundary line, it turns back on them. Perform your word, Jesus, because you said it, right? And so you minister to him, and so this is why it's pink incense. Because, I would have chosen a different color. I do love pink, though. But this is why it's pink incense. And so it became national. We actually have it in Russia, too. But like, I was like, I'm not doing 500 names. We're just going to call this pink incense, too, because it is. Because this is what we're doing. We're stepping into our identity at this house and at your house. Wherever you are, this is who you are. And when you know who you are, the gates of hell cannot prevail. Because you're like, I'm not moving. I know who he says I am. And you're not telling me who I am. He says who I am. And this is who I am forever. I love him. And I agree with him. And so then you just step into it. So this is why it's pink. That's how it came. He did it. And so I just wanted to give you an overview and of like why the name. And then he said for me, because a lot of you know, I've learned if he doesn't tell me to do it, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a meeting just to have a meeting. I'm beyond that at 51. Okay. I'm like, I got a lot of things. I'm going to do what he says do. And this is when I'm going to do it, when he says do it. And so I felt like he said this year when I was praying, just talking to him, I felt like he said, you have capacity for this now. This is when I want you to do it. And so look at these nights. They're not going to be well, I might be entertaining, not meaning to be, but they're not. I want the body of Christ needs to be transformed into thinking, I'm coming to minister to him, to do what he's asking me to do and not be entertained. Right? Like, what's the point at this point in history? There's no playtime. Okay? Life is a vapor. Like, in an instant, like, the guy that helped me coach the girls that I left at him, he died. And then he was at the daughter's game and died last night. Like, coached her, went home and died. No signs. And I'm like, life is a vapor. Fulfill the scroll he's written for you, right? Don't get mad about every little silly thing. Keep your eyes on Jesus and then step into the fullness of who you are. And so this is how I roll, okay? If you're not used to me in this house, because I know my life has had a lot of things the last couple years. And so we're trying to bring both houses together, and then those that are in pink across the nation when they can come. And so look at it as like discipleship, revelation. You're going to take this word. You're not going to forget about it. You're going to apply it. Okay? That has to change in the church too. You come to Sunday mornings, not you, I'm just saying in general, and you forget what Jesus has released to you by lunchtime, and you don't apply it, then there's no transformation. Then there's no culture change in a city, right? You're not taking land, and it's about take land, right? So, what time is it? 7:41. I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get everybody on the same page before I go into what I have tonight. And I think if I don't finish it all, you'll sit with this, chew on it, digest it in the womb, Revelation 10, and then now that sound will come out. You'll begin to see it, and then we'll just pick up at the next one, which, I was like, I don't even know. This is unbelievable how much revelation you can get out of these one little things, the word, So to catch you up, so let's see. I guess, I should have wrote years down. I'm going to start whenever some of you've heard this, but I'm doing it for everybody else that hasn't, so that when we dive into this, you'll begin to see, because it's the next part of the journey, okay? So it was before Ida, because wasn't that the most recent? Well, the worst recent one when I was in the apartment. So, it was around that time, he said, get off of Facebook. This is what you're going to do. And I started having encounters. And let's see. Do you have that slide? I didn't realize I don't do graphics, okay? I didn't know how to make them fit for the screen, but at least you're getting a graphic. It made it from a phone, okay? So I thought, as a little outline, this is where I'm going to start from. Yes, that. Can you see it? Because I can't really see it. Okay, so I don't know, for those of you that come to this house, if y'all remember the Mother's Day with the Mem. Okay? Mem is a Hebrew letter, okay? And it actually means life-giving waters. Because when I was in the apartment, I had this encounter, and he said, I was sweeping in the kitchen, and he said, the womb is the wineskin, Laura. It's like, okay, the womb is the wineskin. The womb is the wineskin. So that's how that came. And he said, I'm purifying the womb waters, and they're going to be poured out on the land to bring forth a pure priesthood. Okay? And so that's like a condensed little thing there. So Mem, I want you to remember that. Keep looking at that. Womb waters. They're life-giving waters, but he said the womb is the wineskin. That quarter, I won't go into all of it, it represents the seed. It's got an oak tree on it. It's all up the sky. And I got it. I can't go into that right now. It's been amazing. I've been getting quarters ever since. I can't explain that. It just happens. And so in that, they used to hide the original the Constitution for that state in there. So I knew he was saying there's a blueprint coming. You're going to see a blueprint. It's the original one, and I'm going to multiply the seed. So then, do y'all see that wineskin? I use that for the Mother's Day. You see how our wombs actually look like a wineskin? Can y'all see that? It's the one right under Mem, the circle. There's a wineskin, and then there's a womb. Ultrasound, wineskin. Did y'all know your womb actually looks like a wineskin? I did not. So I was like, okay, well, all right, that's awesome. And then I did another Mother's Day because he said, say I am, Laura. And I was like, I think you're the I am. He said, no, say I am. So it's stepping into the identity, so then I be. I be. And so this birthing, right? The womb is the wineskin. So we went up Route 66. We went on a land assignment. This is when land assignments started, which are so fun. And we started releasing the womb waters where he told us to go. We went up Route 66 all the way and then back down. We first started in Israel. Our first one was Israel, and then we went up Route 66. So now the waters have been released, right? So this is what he's talking to me about. Some of you have been, well, a lot of you have been a part of it. So these womb waters have been released, soaking the land, okay? Seed, bringing restoration. I can't go through all of it, but they are taped somewhere, okay? We're going to leave that because that's coming to the wine at the end. So November 14th, which is my birthday, the girls, these sweet little girls and Katie, we had a Friendsgiving for the college, and we stayed at the house of prayer. I woke up to the most beautiful, like, sweet treat. Like, there were balloons all in the house of prayer and with notes on it. And so this is how I remember when I heard this word. It's the only one. They've left, and I'm cleaning. And as I'm cleaning, this prayer comes out of me, and I say, I want to be poured out like a drink offering this year. And I remember where I was. We have a grand piano. I'm like right here on the carpet. I'm picking up little stuff, and I'm saying it as I'm worshiping, and it, like, you know, have you ever said something and it jolts you? Like, you're like, what? Oh no, what did I just say? I don't even know what a drink offering is. I did not know what a drink offering is. I knew, you know, like, I was like, well, that sounds familiar. I think they say I've been poured out. Like, I was like, this could be not fun. Like, wait a minute. What did you just pull out of my mouth, you know? Like, but this is where it came from. So I was like, we're going to be talking about the drink offering tonight. Okay? So what I find in my life, the Lord starts speaking things to me, revealing things to me, taking me on a journey. And when I follow him, when I'm obedient to him, towards the end, I'm like, oh man, this is amazing. You're connecting all of these things. So I pray this prayer, okay? I pray this prayer, and I start asking him, what is a drink offering? I don't even know what a drink offering. Do y'all know what a drink offering is? I know some may, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So remember, the womb is the wineskin, okay? Water, wine. The womb is the wineskin. I want to tell you the definition of transformation. Do you know the actual definition of transformation? Right? Because some of you know, when we started doing communion, I was like, transform my DNA. I don't even know where it came out. I'm just like, you know, not just like, I remember what you do. I start taking it multiple times a day, and I'm like, transform my DNA. I just heard him start say, transform my DNA. Transformation is the dramatic change in form or appearance. It's like a metamorphosis. It's a genetic altering of cells by the introduction of an outside or an external DNA. So I was like, okay, all right. This is why when you understand communion and what you're doing, you're actually being transformed. The Bible is really literal a lot of the times. When you become a new creation, it's just not like, oh yeah, I think differently now. No, you are being transformed to your original design. Okay? So there's transformation that happens. If you are not being transformed, you have not actually taken on DNA. You have not stepped into the name. Okay? And there's a process. But saying I wanted to be poured out like a drink offering this year. So what is a drink offering? Where's my thousands of books? I'm going to start here. The first mention of a drink offering is Genesis 35. I don't want you to actually go there yet because I'm going to go to Genesis 28 first, where if you were in Ohio, you know about this. Contacts don't do well in my eyes. I tried, and now I think my eyes get too dry, and then they get blurry, and I still can't see. So I might have to put glasses on with my contacts, maybe. I tried to do. Okay, so Genesis 28. We're going to just start here, and I want you to remember as much as you can, okay, because there's going to be connections. So remember, this is discipleship night, basically, okay? Teaching you the word, how Jesus speaks, and how you connect it through your life, okay? So Genesis 28, this is where Jacob has the encounter the first time, okay? So, right, he's running from Esau. Or he's going to meet him and he's scared. You know, he's going away from his other trickery to get his wives. He's leaving. And now he knows Esau's on the other side and coming. And say, okay, so it says Jacob left Beersheba and journeyed towards Haran. Here. He encountered a certain place at sunset and camped there for the night. He took a stone from there, made it his pillow, lay down to sleep. He had a dream of a stairway securely fixed on the earth. And descending on the stairway, Yahweh stood beside him and said to him, I am Yahweh, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. You are lying on the very ground that I will give to you and your descendants. They will become numerous as specks of dust on the earth, and they will extend their territory in all directions. Through you and your descendants, that's your whole tree, I will bless the whole world. Never forget, I am always with you and will protect you wherever you go. And one day I will bring you back to this land. For I will neither leave you nor fail to fulfill every word I have promised you. Okay? So, and then it goes on, and it goes on. And so he names the place, it was loose, he names it what? Bethel, the house of God, because God encountered him. He now had heard, but now he's like, God showed up. This is who I am, the God of your father, Abraham, Isaac, and now your God. Okay? So let's go, and he says, and he promises him all these things, right? So now let's go to Genesis 35, first mention. This, put it to my face. God said to Jacob, arise, go at once to Bethel and settle there. Build an altar there to God, who appeared to you when you were fleeing from your brother Esau. So Jacob said to his house, look what he said, get rid of every foreign god, right? Lay down your idols, purify yourself, change your clothes. Then come with me and let us go to Bethel. I will build an altar there to God, who answered my prayer when I was in distress and whose presence has been with me wherever I have gone. So they did that, right? And look what it says. Jacob buried, I never even saw this before, but it stood out today, and some of you will know why. Jacob, they surrounded all their foreign gods, and he buried them under the oak tree. Okay? Anyway, it's pretty awesome. You see the oak tree on that corridor? And we've got recent oak tree things. So there he goes. He's there, and he built an altar there and named it El Bethel, because it was the place that God had unveiled himself with Jacob when Jacob was running from his brother. So he encounters him again. I'm just going to bring it down. He encounters him again. God appeared to him once again and blessed him, saying, your name was once Jacob, but no longer. Your new name is Israel. God named him Israel, so there's a change, because there's a change. And said to him, I am the God who is more than enough. Go and have many children, and they will multiply. A nation and a gathering of many nations will come from you, and you will be the ancestor of kings. I will give you the land which I gave to Abraham and to Isaac, and after you are gone, to your descendants. Then God ascended into heaven from there, from the place where he had spoken to him. Jacob set a stone to memorialize the place where he had met with God, and he poured over it a drink offering and anointed the pillar with oil. Jacob called the place where God had spoken with him Bethel, the house of God. So this is the first mention of a drink offering. There's wine and there's oil. There's wine and there's oil and there's an altar. So what have we been talking about on Sundays? What's an altar? What does it do? It's a door. It's a portal, right? It makes an opening, a thin place. It makes an opening where now we have access. Because now I've encountered God here. I'm consecrating this place. This certain place is now consecrated. And I remember, right? Remember. This is where he spoke to me, and this is where the promise is, and this is where the seed is planted. Right? So he takes the drink offering and pours it over it. I'm not going to jump to my thing yet. I'm having to restrain myself because I want to just go there. What was the promise? Multiplication. Right? Seed. Multiplication. But not just any kind of seed. Kings. Right? Not just any kind of seed, just like, let's just like, whatever, make a lot. No, the promise is that you get these certain things. This is what your line should look like. They carry a certain DNA, right? Your kids are marked by your face. Right? Yes. One or the other, one of the parents or the other, you can tell, that's a DeSherry. That's a Bashta. You don't even have they've been marked, that's an Aguilard. I mean, the DNA marks you, right? DNA marks you. So your kids, your tree, your people look a certain way. Where are the children? This was always my question. Where are the children that look like you, Jesus? Like, where are the children that look like you? So Jacob now his name is Israel. Because see, he did something before. Now he's pouring a drink offering on it. So what does a drink offering mean? Now there's a portal. Now there's a doorway. And a drink offering it consecrates a place. It means there's an expressed covenant. It's not the sacrifice. It's offered. It's not the full sacrifice. It's actually a first fruits. So I thought, this is interesting. He was just told he's going to have many. He could see. This is one thing I've learned is when they're doing something, it's because they've seen. I kept going, man, he had to have, just like I used to say, I know Isaiah 6, I know he saw Jesus. I know it had to be the mercy seat when the stone, the ritzpah, that the priest poured the stuff on so the fragrance would fill. I was like, I know that had to be Jesus. He saw, because then he gives his life, right? Then he gives his life. Do I see it now? Jacob pours this out. Somebody look up John 1:51. I think it's John 1:51. I don't even have this. I want to throw it out there right now. Yes, John 1:51. Jesus talking. What does he say? Somebody say it loud. Who wants to read it? Okay, Miss Ann, I'm coming with this because she's recording.
And he said to him, truly, truly, I say to you, you shall see the heavens opened and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man.
What? What kind of ladder does that sound like? It sounds like Jacob's ladder. It sounds like the one that made covenant with him, not a wooden or some, something ladder. I was like, there it is. I knew he saw him. I knew he saw him. I knew he saw him. If he's making a sacrifice, he saw him. He saw him. So he's expressing covenant because he had seen Jesus, the ladder. Jesus just said he was the ladder. Is that amazing? He just said he's the ladder. He's trying to tell Nathaniel, I'm the ladder. I'm telling you, I was there. I'm the ladder. So this drink offering, the drink offering signifies a consecration. It's done in joy. It's like, oh, I'm completing. It actually completes the sacrifice. The drink offering is poured out and it completes a sacrifice. When a liquid is poured out onto the ground, can you get it back? No. It's poured out completely poured out. Completely poured out. I just want to keep jumping to my revelations, but we're not going to go there yet. It's a voluntary act. This is what's beautiful about it, is it's not law. There is no law at this time, right? This is not law. This is because you've seen something. This is because now this is an act of worship. This is voluntary because you've seen there's a sacrifice, you've made a sacrifice, and now it's being completed. And it's saying, I'm in covenant and I'm doing this in joy, right? It's a pattern. If you go through the Bible, there's a pattern. This is what you need to do. When you read the Bible, you look for the patterns. We've been talking about it in the book of Revelation. There are patterns that when I see something and it makes me afraid, I go back because he's already done it. He said, look at me. I have history here. This is how this turns out. So don't be afraid because this is who I am and I never change. So there are patterns. And when you learn, when you see the pattern and you get revelation on it, you go, there's the pattern. There's the pattern, and this is what we see. It's always relational, right? Jacob Israel, he sees God. He's been walking with him. Now he comes. He said, go back to the place. Remember, now I'm going to give you son. Right? Rachel dies right after that in childbirth. You know, this is amazing to me. What is he named? He names him Benjamin, son of my right hand. Or, do we have light bulbs going on? Where does she have him? She has him on the road to Bethlehem. Yo, like, what in the world? Go look at that. I can't, that's why I was like, there's so much like, whoa, when you go look up a drink offering and then just read the Bible, and then if you're like, wait a minute, he saw. And he believed that he is going to do what he said he's going to do. So he gives him the son of my right hand. He had to have seen. He saw, and he named his seed Benjamin. No, this is the son of my right hand. In the place, so all of this is preparing, right? You're seeing it, but you're going to see it in the future, right? This is how the Bible works. You see it, and you're like, oh, he said it there. This is how he fulfilled it here. So there's a pattern, and there's always a looking and a seeing and a consistency. So you're going to see it. The drink offering is not law. It starts, he's giving him a blueprint, right, for the people. There's a blueprint being given, and it's for the people. And it says that this is always relational before it's legal. Always relational before it's legal. So when you pour something out, it's not for appeasement. You're not appeasing God when he asks you to pour something out and you give your yes. It should not be an appeasement. It's because it's relational, and because you've seen him, now devotion is demanded, because you, not from him, from yourself. I'm loyal to him. I'm loyal to him. I've seen him pour it out. The blood speaks a better word for me, day and night, night and day. I do not have to defend myself. I can stand before the throne, and he speaks for me. The blood speaks for me. The blood speaks for me. Right? So there's this pattern. It becomes, what you start to see is now, I'm just going to give you like stuff, like teaching stuff, okay? So now it's relational before it's legal. He starts this. So then now people are seeing this way of life. I'm like, this is good. This is good. So then you begin to see becomes lifestyle. It gets put into practice for everybody. This is what we do. This is what a priest does. A priest, this is the pattern of sacrifice, the whole thing. I won't go into all that. But now you can go and see that in Exodus 29. It becomes part of a way of life. It becomes a structure, right? You see how we have certain structures? It always accompanies another sacrifice. It's never offered alone. It's expressed devotion. Expressed devotion. Is your devotion being expressed? Or you're letting other people express it? And you're just sitting back like, yeah. Or are you expressing your devotion to Jesus? It's not going to look the same as I express it. But what is the offering he's asking from you? Right? There's a drink offering that he's asking from all of us. This is why you begin to see this pattern, and you begin to see, people like Paul and Timothy say, if I'm poured out like a drink offering, I'll be in joy while I do it. because they understand this is what it brings forth, right? So you see that. You see devotion follows redemption. Devotion follows redemption. When you've actually been redeemed, devotion follows. And no one has to beg you to. No one has to beg you. When you've seen him, I follow the Lamb wherever he goes. And if none go with me, I'm still going. Wherever that Lamb is going, that's where I'm going. Even if people think the path is crazy, I'm like, too bad, because I'm following right where he said go. That's where I'm going. Wherever the Lamb goes, that's where I'm going. You might think I need to do it a different way. Nope. I'm going right where the Lamb is going, because that's the safe way for me. That's the safe way. So devotion follows redemption when you've been redeemed. And we've been redeemed by the blood. By the blood. So worship is covenantal, right? All these offerings are acts of worship. That's what an offering is. It's an act of worship. And it's covenantal. It's out of covenant. It's out of covenant. It's not just spontaneous. It's out of covenant. It's not just, woo, when I just got the feeling for it right now. No. No. Your worship is out of covenant. So it doesn't matter what you feel like. It's because you're in covenant that I worship him. I follow him. I do what he asks me to do, even if I don't understand it and don't want to do it. I don't want to do the majority of the stuff he's asked me to do. But then I'm so glad afterwards. Like, so glad afterwards. Half the stuff he's asked me to do, I'm like, I'm not called to do that. He's like, yeah, you are. It's part of the process. You're dying. That's not the dream I asked for. Well, guess what? I wrote your dream. You're looking at somebody else's dream, and that's what you're wanting. This is the dream I have for you. Walk it out. Follow the Lamb. And then you're so happy. You're so happy when you do that. I'm telling you, it's the greatest life ever. You're like, you were so much smarter than me. I'm glad I didn't write my story. I'd have been way messed up, and I would probably not be serving Jesus. So you begin to see this in the way the lovers of God perceive and understand an offering. You see this example with David. I don't know if this is if this kind of example popped in your mind, but 2 Samuel 23, where David's like, they're in this battle, and he's like, I wish I had some water. I wish I had some water. And so you have the three men go and get the water, and they bring it back, and he's like, no, I'm not drinking that. That was costly. That was the costing of men's blood, right? So he says, shall I drink the blood of men who went at the risk of their lives? What does he do? He takes it and he pours it out to the Lord. So now you have David, which we know has had encounter, equating water with wine. What about that? Okay? So now you see, oh, there's a shift coming. Now there's a transformation coming. Now there's, a way opening up for this to be seen. So the bridges of wine and blood begin to be symbolized, and now it prepares a way, right? It prepares a way for something radical later on. Are your minds going there? I don't know. When I start seeing stuff like this, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You mean this is the story? This is how he connects this through the whole of history? This is how he can, the Word of God is so fun to me. It's so fun. So we don't make it a symbol. We don't just make this like just something little symbolic. This is why when we take communion, you got to understand what you're actually doing. This is not just a ritual we go through. There was an offering poured out. There was an offering poured out. So you begin to see this way of life, and then you begin to see the prophets say, they begin to rebuke people. They were like, we don't like your drink offering, basically. This is in Isaiah. Because they're starting to pour it out without even, it just becoming. You're not remembering. You're not remembering what this offering actually is. You're not remembering how when it was created in relationship, now you've become legal with it, and now there's no behind it. There's no devotion behind it. Because now it's just become the symbol to you. This thing. And so then I want someone to turn to Luke 22:20. We're going somewhere with this. I'm telling you, please let me get there to the finish. Are y'all understanding this? Your spirit will catch it. Your brain will. If it's not catching it right now, it will. You have to sit with it. Luke 22:20. 22:20. Everything just connected so many dots for me. Yeah, wait, let me bring a microphone, because I think Nick, are you recording? Okay.
In the same way, after the supper, he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you."
Okay, so now you have Jesus bringing a transition in, right? Because now it's a new testament. Now it's a new covenant. He's declaring himself now as this cup, right? As this cup. But look at this, though. When I was like, wait, 22:20? 22:20? I know. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I was like, are you kidding me? And then I had to run, and I was like, let me get my other one. Somebody turn to Isaiah 22:20. Remember, DNA, transformation. Okay? Keep the connections. DNA, transformation. Now, Jesus is declaring something. We've got water, we've got wine, we've got drink offering. Wine is blood. Right? Somebody, you got it? Okay. Who wants to read it? You want me to read it? Okay. I like to be interactive. Okay. I'll just do it. So I'm like, okay, y'all, look. Okay. I got to pick it up so my eyes can focus. Okay. I'm going to start at verse 20. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. These connect. Okay. Only because I've been on this journey for years, I'm finally like, hallelujah. On that day, I will appoint my servant, Eliakim, however you say it, son of Hilkiah, all these names, Hebrew names, to take your place. I will honor him by clothing him with your robe and binding your priestly sash on him. I will transfer your authority to his hands, and he will be a father to those living in Jerusalem and to the people of Judah. Here we go. This is the one everybody knows. I will place upon his shoulders the key to the treasures of David's palace. He will open doors that no one can shut, and he will shut doors that no one can open. Okay? I will strike a blow to him as a nail in a secure place, and he will be a glorious throne of honor for his father's house. All the glory of his father's house, they will fasten him, including offspring and branches that will trust in him. Every vessel, jar, and bowl, both small and great, will be fastened to him. And we all know that's Jesus, right? He carries the key of David. My brain was like swirling because in Revelation 3, we've been just talking to the, where he writes, where John's getting the letters to the churches. And it's like, look at me. At the beginning of the letters, he reveals who he is. This is how you overcome. Okay? You see this face of God. He says, I am somebody. Who is he in Revelation 3? Y'all, it's crazy. Who does he declare himself as in Revelation 3? Yeah. And he says this pillar, right? I will make you a pillar. It says the nail's going to go through him. That's the Vav. That's the letter Vav in Hebrew, which connects heaven and earth. That's the meaning of Vav, okay? Connects heaven and earth. This is Jesus. He's the connector, heaven and earth. How did Jacob see? Because Jesus, the ladder, is connecting heaven and earth now. Jacob's getting revelation. He can see his future. Now I'm not afraid. I believe that he's going to fulfill his word to Abraham, to Isaac, and now to me, he's going to do it. Right? So now this drink offering, he sees this. So now I'm like, Jesus is here at the table. What is the table? It's the trading place, right? It's the priest. It's the order of Melchizedek. Now I'm making these righteous trades. He's about to trade himself, so now I can be forever, right? Take this cup and remember. Take this cup and remember. Now I am about to be this drink offering so that now your DNA can actually be transformed and you carry the authority that opens and shuts doors. What I do in that dream? I'm shutting the door. This is what we do. We have a priestly sash. He's the high priest forever. He makes the sacrifice, right? He becomes the sacrifice, and then he finishes it with a drink offering, the pouring out. Because the drink offering is never alone. There's always a sacrifice first. Always a sacrifice first. So you're seeing this revelation through the whole Word of God, this beautiful blood thread through the whole thing that our forefathers saw. The problem is none of us see anymore. The blood was shed for you to see. What you behold, you become. So if all you're looking at is negative, that's not working, this isn't happening, because you know what? You're not following the Lamb. You're listening to every other voice. You're not pouring out a drink offering. You done got sour. And that's the truth. Because a drink offering is always joyful. It's always in covenant. It's always trusting. It's always trusting. And you go, no, I see. This is what he said, and I don't care if it's 20-something years down the road and your brother's still not saved. No. This is what he said. This is what he said, and this is what the blood is going to do. He's going to fulfill the word. What did he say about this city? What did he say about the church? What did he say about his church? It's victorious. I will make you a pillar. This is how you overcome. This is how you become victorious. Your DNA actually gets transformed. You don't just come to church as a symbol or a duty that you're a Christian. No. It got to look a certain way. Not just look, but look. A total transformation. This is the way I live. This is the way I pour out. And I'm constant and I'm never changing. I'm just getting better and better and better. Glory to glory to glory, right? Even when we don't understand. Even when we don't understand the word. I don't know what they're talking about. Well, you know what? Sit with it. Sit with him. Sit with him, because then light comes. So y'all, this pillar, you become, that's the promise in Revelation. Because see, isn't this the promise that Jesus just got? The prophecy for Jesus, Isaiah 22, I will make him a pillar. What does it say in Revelation 3 when you overcome? When you actually get transformed, when you look at him, it's like, you know what? You do have the authority. That means I have authority. Because he actually says, all authority now, I give it to you. We're not waiting on him. He's waiting on us to see and believe that this is who I am. Now when I speak, it happens. That's what we say. No, it happens, because you know why? Here's his words. He says, I will make you a pillar. Doesn't it say it? How does that even connect? Like, how in the world no human can make all that connect? Like, how does that happen? Because Jesus is amazing, and he is the word. He's every single one of them. So we get poured out like a drink offering. Now when we're beholding him, we become like him, because he is the ultimate drink offering. He transitions it from now us pouring it out to him going, receive it. Drink it. Drink the offering that I poured out for you. So now you can actually be transformed and become like me. You can look like me. You can suffer like me. You can do it all just like me. And then you can be poured out. Then you'll be poured out. Then you'll be poured out and not get bitter when nobody says thank you or takes your idea. No, that wasn't the right drink you just poured. Then you sacrificially pour it out in worship and say, to you be the honor, to you be the glory, to you be everything, everything. Whatever you ask of me, I give it to you, and I give it to you freely. I don't expect you to give me what I want. That's not a drink offering. It's done voluntarily out of devotion and worship, because you could never, ever, ever repay what you received from him. Ever. Right? But he freely gives it to us. The drink, receive it, remember. And now, the mantle, Isaiah 11. That's because the rebuke is 1:11. I'm like, wait. As the seven spirits, this mantle rests on you now. The mantle that's on Jesus now begins to rest on you, because you are in him. You don't just go in the name of Jesus. You don't even know what you're doing. You are not in the name of Jesus. It means be in the name. You take on his name. They're not moving because you don't believe that. Right? It's now I'm in him. In him, in his name, I live, I move, I have my being. I'm poured out like a drink offering. Even, like what's Paul say in Philippians? Even if I'm poured out for you because of faith, meaning even if I'm slaughtered because of your faith, I stand with you and I do it joyfully. I don't go, why is all this happening to me? Because I've done everything for you, Jesus. And you shake your fist like a humanist at him. I almost did. He's like, don't do it, girl. The end of my 10-year dark night of the soul, don't do it. Don't shake your fist. Look to the vine from which you were cut. Look to the stone from which you were cut. Look to the vine which you were grafted in, is what he told me. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on me. This is who we are, ladies. This is the DNA of Lifehouse Church. This is the DNA of Pink Incense. This your DNA. You mine. You're his. This is the DNA. This is the line we come from. That's what Hebrews says, right? This is the line you come from. You've been grafted in. This is the line you come from. This is how we do it. We pour ourselves out because we love him. And when it's poured out, there's nothing left. That's another thing of it. Like, there's nothing left. There's not like, oh, let me save this one for later. No. It's, the drink offering is completely poured out. And so you go, oh man, these womb waters. The womb is the wineskin. These waters are now turning to wine. And so I was like, oh yeah, now that's my prayer. All the water we released over the earth. Turn it to wine. Do what only you can do now, Jesus, and you reap the harvest. Everywhere we poured out pure water, everywhere we unlocked, everywhere we said, do whatever you want to do, and we release it through the earth, turn it into wine now. In every city, turn it into wine. Do what only you can do. Reveal yourself as the bridegroom. Reveal yourself, Jesus, in the earth. Pour it out. Pour me out again, over and over and over. This is why you have to sit with him and become like him. Because if you aren't full, you can't pour out. Because every time you pour out, it's got to be every drop. That's why I was like, what just came out of my mouth? What did you just pray out of me that I don't even know what a drink offering is? He said, because now you have the capacity. You're going to be poured out. And it's costly. But it's unto governmental authority, the keys of David, the fullness of intimacy and devotion. Now it's unto harvest. First mention, it was unto multiplication. This is why Paul says it, and this is why Timothy says it. And I'm going to leave you right here because you won't understand any of this, but I'm going to leave it because it actually blew my mind when I finally understood it. And it's been, when did Mr. Forrest die? 2022? This is when I got this, okay? It was on the day he died. I can't explain it. I don't know. To this day, I still don't even know how it happened, if whatever, but it did. I fall into a little sleep. This guy's in front of me. He hands me 2 sticks. I know he's Timothy. He said, he tells me the Lord is giving you these 2 sticks. But I know it's Timothy. And I wake up. I mean, it's that quick. And I'm like, they're long. Like, 2 sticks. Are there 2 sticks in the Bible? That's what I always do. I'm like, what was that? Are there 2 sticks in the Bible? Ezekiel 37, 2 sticks. Who has the 2 sticks? Jacob. Okay? Jacob has the 2 sticks. It's right after the valley of dry bones. It says Jacob has 2 sticks. On one, he writes Ephraim, which is fruitful. And on the other, he writes Judah. And then he brings the 2 sticks together. And it's, to me, I'm like, okay, whole house. They're bringing the whole house together. But I'm just like, okay, I don't know. Like, what is it? Are you just saying about Israel? Are you saying about the church? Yeah, all of it, Laura. But I'm always, for years, I was like, why Timothy? I don't even, like, he's not on my radar. Not in a bad way, but, like, it's just, I don't think about Timothy. I'm like Ezekiel, Isaiah, John the Baptist, diving in, looking at, like, and I'm like, for years I've been like, why Timothy? I'm here. I'm in the prayer room. We had the 2-hour prayer set. I am like, because he had said 2026, the God of 2 sticks. And so I'm like, okay, maybe that's, okay, we're going to Israel. Oh, maybe it's a land assignment. I'm still kind of like, what? Well, I'm sitting there, talking to him during the prayer set, and I'm like, why Timothy? I just don't get it. And I'm like, well, what tribe is he from? Because I know nothing, okay, about it. Well, he's not from a tribe. I mean, he probably has tribe bloodline, but they never say it because his dad is a Gentile. So it's Jew and Gentile. Okay? Jew and Gentile coming together. How are we together? Because of the drink offering. Jesus was the sacrifice, his blood was shed, and now Jew and Gentile are together. It's the whole house. Okay? So you start with Jacob. He's got the 2 sticks. Now it's Timothy. What in 2 Timothy? I put it on the graphic, not even like, because I didn't even have all these connections at the point. I was like, oh, you're going to multiply. You said fully alive, the seed multiplied. All right, now we're going to disciple. It's the year of discipling. It's going to be the year of multiplication, of hand this to faithful, loyal, competent, right? That's 2 Timothy 2. 2. Sure, it is. And so I was like, how amazing that God would give the promise to Jacob, the 2 sticks, I'm going to make many nations out of you. I'm going to have multiply seed and all of this. Here comes, Jesus, the son of the right hand, a foreshadowing. Now we have Jesus, and now we have Timothy, a spiritual son of Paul that now has the Word of God, a book in the Bible about this is multiplication. This is what you look for. This is what the DNA should look like. Does that connect to y'all? Write it down. It will. I'm like, this is unbelievable. So this is what we're doing, right? This is what we're doing. We're being poured out like drink offerings. And I'm saying, dang, I'm thankful for you. The multiplication of what he promised. Spiritual seed in the earth, numerous as the sand. Kings come from you. We are a kingdom of priests, and we carry a priestly, a prophet, and a kingly anointing, a 3-strand DNA cord. We function like this. And we pour it out. We pour it out. So we're going to end like this. They can't sing the song because of the voice, but we're going to play it. Because I had to look up music. And I was like, there we go. We're about to do this. And we're going to receive, but we're also making covenant with the Lord. That every woman in this house, North Campus, South Campus, pink incense. You go, I'm going to see you as the ultimate drink offering. I'm going to become like you. Whatever you ask of me, whatever you desire of me, I will not be afraid. If you ask me, I have the capacity. I'm going to be poured out. I'm going to go above and beyond, not out of your own strength. Because I'm like, I'm not doing unless Jesus says do it, right? I'm not. But when Jesus is asking you, and you know, but either fear, intimidation, or I don't even know how to do that, none of that's holding you back. Because we're multiplying. It's about land. Y'all understand that? You think all these other nations are multiplying and going into land just because, they just want to be? No, they want to take land. So we multiply. There has to be a multiplication, y'all. I just got to say this. For those, some of you will get it. What else did Jacob do with a stick? I knew he had seen Jesus at that ladder. I knew he was seeing Jesus because he put that doggone stick in the water. And there was multiplication of speckled and spotted. We become what we behold. We have to see, and then we multiply. You see, and then you multiply. We take land. We get the promises. This is who we are. We are priests unto God. We carry the anointing and the authority that when I speak, he has to go. You're backed by Jesus. You're chosen by Jesus, and you're called by Jesus. This is who we are. You're going to multiply. You're going to multiply, and you're going to be joyful in the pouring out. You're going to be joyful being poured out. You're not going to be complaining and being the martyr, I do everything martyr. No. Not in your home, not in the ministry, not in your workplace. You're being poured out joyfully because they're going to get to see the DNA of Jesus. And they're going to be like, I like him. What is different about you? Oh, I received a cup and my DNA changed. I received a drink and my DNA changed. I got some external DNA put in me, and I'm transformed. And it's because of Jesus. So let's stand up. Mary poured the oil on the sacrifice, right? The oil stays. The oil leaves residue. The drink offering just gets poured out. There's a fragrance that's going to come from your life. Because just like it says in the Bible, we become the fragrance, the aroma of Christ, because he poured it out. And then when we pour out, it releases a fragrance. So I want you to remember, drink offering is a covenant, right? It's an expressed covenant. So don't come up here. I want you to really ask Jesus, because when you say, I want to be a drink offering poured out this year, you're like, wait. Trust me, I went right into it. And it wasn't bad. God answered a prayer. But it was, now you're in the promise. Now you're taking down giants. So now you have to know you carry the authority. And now when you're poured out, you're like, I'm not scared of you. I got the land and I got the promise, and I'm not bowing down. Your head's coming off. So you pour yourself out. So I want you to just ask Jesus, and when you're ready, I want you to make a covenant, right? It's a covenant, and say, You know what? Turn this water into wine. Turn this water into wine. The womb is the wineskin. I want to bring forth harvest this year. I've been purified. I want to bring forth a harvest this year. Bring forth your harvest through us this year. Let your face be revealed through us this year in our cities, in our workplaces, in our church. We say we're in covenant with you, Jesus. So when you're ready, this is what you're not drinking out of that cup, okay? Sorry. Let me tell you how to do this. Don't drink out of that cup. You're dipping. You're dipping, okay? It's a little dip. You're going to dip, and then you're going to go. That was the easiest way to do it. Don't drink out of the cup, please. No one will come up. We're not afraid of sickness, but we don't want to drink the cup, okay? Out like that. So you can put that on repeat. And I want you to really, really, really ask him. Don't be afraid. And say, pour me out like a drink offering for the glory of your name, that I actually become like you. And we say, reap a harvest when we give you our first fruits, Jesus. Reap a harvest through us this year. Pour us out, Jesus. You were the sacrifice. We pour ourselves on you, Jesus. Complete it in us. Make us alive. the glory of your name. Cause them to remember. Cause them to remember. Bring them back to the place of remembrance where they made covenant with you. And now, help me remember. Pour them out. Pour them out unto a reaping that you desire. Multiply them. Multiply the you in them in this earth, Jesus. Use them to bring forth the reward of your suffering. Multiply the harvest in them, in their own life, and then in the earth. Release the fullness of revelation to them, Jesus. You can stay being with the Lord. You're encountering Him. But I do want to say, if you need to leave, feel free to do that. But we'll just sit with Him. Then a friend of mine is who they'll be. Give us eyes like you. And if this world needs revival, here I am, Lord, please send me. Please send me. May my life be a drink offering, ever pouring for you only. Let my life sing of your glory. Pour it out, pour it out. So like oil, I'll pour everything upon you, Lord. And if I find more, I'll give you more of me. Take all of me. Like oil, I'll pour everything upon you, Lord. And if I find more, I'll give you more of me.
body, take my life, take this water, make me wine. In your hands I come alive, I come alive. Take my body, take my life, take this water, make me wine. In your hands I come alive, I come alive. Take my body, take this water, you can make me wine. Come alive, take my body. Oh, would you make me wine? Pour me I'm not good by myself. if I choose how I live here, then may I choose your suffering. Help me remember all I have is all I need. And Lord, I know it's not much, but you can have my everything, everything. May my life be a drink offering, ever pouring for you only. Let my life sing of your glory, poured out, poured out. If you're the friend of sinners, then a friend of mine is who they'll be. And if this world needs revival, here